Well, that sure as hell didn't look pretty. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back into another episode of the Red Sox Rundown today. We got some big injury news on Connor Wong, some injury news on Lucas Giolito, and then we're going to recap everything that happened in the Red Sox 8-5 loss to the Seattle Mariners, where I honestly think they looked like a damn little league team at times, and that was a key reason why they ended up losing. Before we get into that, though, if you have not already, go follow us on Instagram. It is at the Red Sox Rundown. Short form content, graphics, everything like daily Red Sox content that you're not going to get here on the YouTube channel. Because, I'm going to be honest, a little programming alert. The next few days is the NFL draft. I'm not going to be able to do full videos like I've been doing, but you're still going to get the shorts and the short form content after every single game, even after we finish each round of the NFL draft. So if you want the best Red Sox content on all of social media, follow me at the Red Sox Rundown on Instagram. Our goal is 150 followers. If we get to 150 followers in the next, 2 weeks, I will do a Q&A of Instagram-only questions here on the channel. So if you want your questions to be answered surrounding the Boston Red Sox, make sure you go follow me on Instagram at the Red Sox Rundown. All right, let's talk about the injury news. That's kind of the biggest thing I want to talk about first. Alex Cora spoke to the media before last night's game and gave a really substantial update on Connor Wong. And after we saw Blake Sabol play yesterday, I think this is one of the best updates we could possibly get. He said, and I quote when talking about Connor Wong, he's feeling okay. Most likely he'll go on a rehab start on Sunday, Cora said. How many games he'll need, we're not sure yet. I've got to talk to him, talk to the hitting group, see how we feel. The catching part of it, he's actually catching Tanner Houck in a between-start bullpen session right now. So yesterday, he caught Tanner Houck in a bullpen session. He's passed that test, so he should be fine. So that's incredible news because Connor Wong fractured a finger just a few weeks ago. He's already catching bullpens and he's about to start a rehab start on Sunday. Now, he might need a few games to get back, but Cora said he thought he could be back end of next week. So for Connor Wong to be getting back this soon is incredible. The Red Sox are off on Monday. They have an off day on Monday. And then they start a 3-game series against Toronto. And they asked Cora if Wong could join back with the club by the start of that series. So Tuesday. And Cora said there's a chance. Yeah. That's great news. Because look, Wong did not have the best start to the season. But Blake Sabol has not been good when he has gotten playing time so far this season. I would much rather have Connor Wong on this team than Blake Sabol. And look, I'm sure Blake Sabol's a great guy. He's just not cutting it at the major league level. So getting this injury update is incredibly substantial. And I'm, one, happy that he's okay, but two, just for the team, I'm thrilled that Connor Wong is going to be back on the team soon. Are you excited for Wong's return to the lineup? Be honest. Because again, I know we all kind of crapped on him at the beginning of the season for not the best start of the season. But type Y for yes if you're excited for him to get back, or type N for no if you're not. I'm excited. Like I said, the Blake Sabol experience, I think it kind of needs to end. He hasn't played that well since he's been out. And I'm looking forward to having Connor Wong back on this team. But you let me know. Y for yes, N for no. Let me know down below in the comments section. We also did get an update on Lucas Giolito. He's pitching today when you guys are watching this in Worcester. And Cora, I don't remember if I read the quote correctly or not, but he said, I think that he could be back next Thursday. So I would assume, and I think we all kind of assume, that this is the last rehab start for Giolito if all goes well. Giolito spoke a few days ago, and he said, getting over the 5-inning mark was a huge milestone for me. I feel good. I feel ready to go. So if this rehab start goes well, I think we can see Lucas Giolito back in the rotation late next week. And that leads me to another point. We talked about the Blake Sabol experience. I think the Sean Newcomb experience needs to end too. So getting Giolito back up here as quickly as possible is something that I think they need to happen ASAP, because Bello's back. You've got 4 of your 5. Crochet's there, Houck, Buehler, and Bello is now back as well. You get Giolito back, you get that core 5-man rotation. I think we might be cooking with gas going forward, but we'll still have to see what happens. God forbid something happens and then he ends up having to do more rehab starts. But as everything looks right now, it looks like Giolito is on track to be back late next week, which is a really good sign for this Red Sox team. We're about to recap everything you need to know from yesterday's 8-5 loss. But before we do, if you love the Red Sox, if you love Red Sox YouTube videos every single day, the latest injury news, trade rumors when the trade deadline gets closer, and then, of course, recaps of every single game, talking about the good and the bad, no matter what, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Our goal of 1,500 subscribers is so close, I can literally taste it. Be the 1,500 subscriber. Make sure you hit the subscribe button right now. And if you have already subscribed, send that link to a friend. Red Sox lose 8-5. This is kind of how I predicted it. I think in two videos ago we talked about this. I said I thought they'd win game 1. I thought Newcomb would struggle in game 2 and they'd lose game 2. And I thought Crochet would come out, shove, and they'd win game 3. So far, we're on track. They won game 1. Newcomb struggled and they lost game 2. And then hopefully today, Crochet shoves and they take the series win. But let's talk about it. We already talked about this a little bit with Giolito. Newcomb struggled today. 5 innings pitched, struck out 8, which is not bad at all. But then you look at the other stats. He gave up 8 hits. He walked 2. It's 10 base runners in 5 innings pitched. You don't love all the traffic on the field. And then he had 4 earned runs as well, including a 3-run home run in the 4th inning to J.P. Crawford, his first home run of the year. Look, I think at the end of the day, his command, at least at the beginning, was off. I mean, the J.P. Crawford, he hung an off-speed pitch right over the middle, and Crawford took it and took it into the Red Sox bullpen. His command just wasn't there tonight, and he had the 2 walks, the 8 hits, too many runners on base. I know that he's not going to blow you away with his stuff. 8 strikeouts last night's not bad, though. Like, that's solid, but the 10 base runners, it's just not going to do it. And so, look, Newcomb, he's shown flashes of being good. His last start was pretty damn good, but he's just not a fully, matured, ready-to-go big league pitcher yet, and that's okay. We're not asking him to be. He has done a really great job as a stopgap for the Sox until Bayo and Giolito have gotten back. But now, with Giolito on the verge of coming back, it's time for the Sean Newcomb experience to be over. Hunter Dobbins has pitched 2 games, gotten 2 wins, looked incredible. Sean Newcomb's 0-3 and has gotten shelled a lot this year. If you need another 5th starter before the turn of the rotation, before Giolito gets back, which I don't even think you will. I don't think the math works. No, you probably will. Call up Hunter Dobbins for a game. And let him go. Because he's pitched really damn well. I think they should have kept Dobbins up, honestly. I get it, though. He hasn't played a lot of baseball in the minor leagues. You need to get more reps. I get it. But in the 2 games that he's pitched for the Sox, he's looked really damn good. So, the Hunter Dobbins experience, the Sean Newcomb experience, I think it's time to put it to an end for now. I mean, you're definitely going to need him at the end of the season. God forbid someone gets injured. God forbid you need some innings to eat. He'll be back up on the big league roster. I can almost guarantee it. But for now, he's done his job. It's time to move him down to Worcester. But you guys let me know. Is it time for the Sean Newcomb experience to end at this point? Give me a K if you want to keep him on the big league roster. Give me a D if you think it's time to demote him down to Worcester. I'm going to say D. Look, I'm sure he's a great kid. He's done the job. I don't wish any ill will against him. I just think, if you're looking at like Hunter Dobbins has pitched substantially better than Sean Newcomb. And I think that it might be time for Newcomb to just head down to Worcester and just hang out for a little bit until they inevitably need him later on in the season. The rest of the bullpen continued to not. The bullpen continued to not pitch well tonight, and that's a concerning trend that we're starting to see over the past week or so. Brendan Bernardino came in the 6th. This really pissed me off. 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 walk. Both runs run earned, although I don't know if you count a throwing error on the pitcher as unearned runs when he was literally the one that should have ate the ball and not thrown it, but then decided to throw it to first, and he completely misses, and it goes to like the camera well almost. Bad inning, little league looking inning, and that's the key point of this game for me is when you look like a little league team, you're not going to win. And the Red Sox tonight, 2 errors, 2 bad errors, and double-digit strikeouts. That's a little league team. You look like a little league team. And that is not going to win you baseball games. And look, the Mariners are a good team. I'm not putting anything past the Mariners. But the Red Sox, they were in this game. They lost 8-5. You know, if those 2 runs don't score in the 6th, it's 6-5 in the 9th. Like, it's an interesting game. But, alas, you know, they have bases loaded at one point, and Blake Sable strikes out. You know, like, there's things here that can't happen. You know, they went 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. They left 5 on base. You know, like, the Seattle Mariners went 6 for 14 with runners in scoring position. It just can't happen. Josh Winkowski comes in, pitches 3 innings. Actually, a pretty gutsy performance from Winkowski to go 3. He threw 80 pitches, which was crazy. 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Not great, not the worst. It's not what you want to see from a reliever, but at that point, the game kind of felt like it was on ice. Look, don't let the 8-5 score fool you. This game was out of reach, I think, after the 6th. The Triston Casas home run in the 8th got it close, but I think we all kind of thought that this game was over after the 6th inning. Yeah, I kind of already touched on it a little bit. The offense didn't do much. 11 Ks, 3 walks, 7 hits, not too shabby. Jarren Duran went 2 for 5 today. He had a strikeout. It's not shabby from him. Devers went 0 for 3. He walked once, struck out twice. Did have an RBI and a run as well. Bregman had a relatively good day. He went 2 for 4, had a run. Did strike out once. Willier went 0 for 4 with a K. You can't be having that. Trevor Story went 0 for 3 with a walk and 2 Ks. Triston Casas, second night in a row with a home run. That was his only hit of the game, but it was a highly impactful hit with 3 RBIs. Like, look, if he's going 1 for 3, but he's hitting a 3-run home run every night, I'm fine. Because 9 times out of 10, if you get those 3 runs, you're in a pretty good spot to win the ball game. It just so happened tonight that they were down 8-2, and you get the 3 runs. Now it's 8-5, and you're still 3 runs out in the hole. So, but it's great news. Triston Casas is coming alive. 2 straight games with a home run. You absolutely love to see it. It's great to see his bat start to come alive. Romy Gonzalez 1 for 4 with an RBI. Fine. Sable 0 for 3 with a K, and that K came with runners on. You don't love to see that. Rafael went 1 for 4. It's just kind of a sloppy game overall. Nothing crazy happened. Casas had the home run, which is the high point of the game for the Red Sox. And at the end of the day, errors killed you. Strikeouts killed you. Not being able to hit with runners in scoring position absolutely killed you. And, the Red Sox are going into tomorrow. They need to win the game tomorrow. They need to win the series. I want them to win the series to keep that momentum going into their next series. Do the Red Sox win tomorrow? Plain and simple. Or today, at the time you're watching this. Do the Red Sox win today? Just comment yes or no in the comment section. I'm going to say yes, it's Crochet Day. I'm very confident that Crochet is going to come out and absolutely shove. I hope that the offense continues to have a little bit of momentum. Look, 5 runs on most days will keep you in ball games. It just so happens that tonight you kind of crumbled and gave up a few runs on errors, and you gave up a very costly 3-run home run early in the game. But 5 runs on most days is going to keep you in a game. So I feel like they're going to win today, but you let me know, yes or no. Are they going to win? Simple as that. That's where I'm going to end it today, guys. Again, little programming note. The NFL draft starts tonight. So for the next few days, I'm going to be very tied up in NFL draft coverage. So I'm not going to be able to guarantee that you're going to get any long-form videos, but I will guarantee we will still get the short-form reactions for all 3 games up at some point that evening after the games end. But again, with the NFL draft happening over the next 3 days, I cannot guarantee that you're going to get long-form videos. But if you want to join me for the NFL draft, I will be producing our main NFL draft coverage on our main channel, Chat Sports. So if you love the NFL and you want to check out the NFL draft, just look up Chat Sports. It should pop up. Over 400,000 subscribers. We will be live for every single pick for all 3 days of the NFL draft, and I will be producing all 7 rounds, every single pick. So if you want to come hang out with me, any 3 nights of the NFL draft, make sure you check us out at Chat Sports. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's pretty much it, folks. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, if you have not already, please consider subscribing. Make sure you join the family. And like I said, follow us on Instagram at the Red Sox Rundown. If we get to 150 subscribers, I will do an Instagram-only Q&A on the channel. So if you want to get your questions answered, make sure you follow me on Instagram. It will be the pinned comment on today's video. It will be replied to the pinned comment on today's video. So go on down, click the link, follow me on IG. When we get to 150 followers, we'll do a Q&A here on the channel. That's pretty much it. Have a good rest of your day. And until next time, go Sox.